What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today. And in today's video, I'm going to continue my Into the Spider-Verse LEGO Purist custom tutorial series, showing you all of the main Spider versions from Into the Spider-Verse and how to build them using 100% official LEGO pieces. This was so much fun to put together. Some of these customs really tested me as far as creativity is concerned, but I'm really happy with the way these Into the Spider-Verse figures turned out, and I hope that you guys are too. So let's go ahead and dive in so I can show you how to make these figures. Let's start off with Miles Morales. Alright, so we'll start off with the main spider from Into the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales. I really like the way that this turned out, and it's a really simple figure to build. So, starting at the top, I used the hair and the head from Finn from Star Wars The Force Awakens. I think that that works really well for Miles' look from Into the Spider-Verse, and honestly, I don't really know how much better I could make it. Moving down, the torso and the legs are from the most recent Miles Morales Spider-Man that came out with the December 2018-2019 Spider-Man sets. And then just a little reward for those of you guys who are watching the video and didn't just copy from the thumbnail on the arms here. I added the arms from the Surfer from the collectible minifigure series just because there's some nice red detail on there that really accents the rest of Miles Morales pretty well. So that's Miles Morales, and let's move on to everybody's favorite classic Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Alright, so for those of you guys who are religious viewers of my channel that just watch every single video I put up, I thank you. And for those of you that aren't, you wouldn't know that yesterday I already did this figure, so I'm cracking myself up today. In any case, I used the classic Spider-Man torso. I used the arms from the LEGO collectible minifigure series Wildlife Photographer because I really like that blue on top and red on bottom to add some accent to the classic Spider-Man look. I used the legs from the Spider-Man, there was one from a few years ago in a Sandman set, but more recently, all of the recent Spider-Man sets come with Spider-Man with boots on, so I used that version. So if you don't have that yet, just keep tuned to the LEGO stores and things like that, because that set is kind of hitting store shelves now. So those are the legs I used with the red boots and the blue legs. The face I used is Poe Dameron, because I really like that 5 o'clock shadow with that confused look for an aged Spider-Man from Into the Spider-Verse. And then I used some brown Superman hair, which you can get from like the Jurassic World Junior sets and some other places like that. But all in all, I'm really happy with the way that this Peter Parker turned out. So, let's move on to the next figure. Alright, and they said it couldn't be done, but Mini Superheroes Today always finds a way. So, the next figure, of course, is Spider-Ham from Into the Spider-Verse. Now, I had no idea how I was going to do this figure, and then I just started to really get creative with it and think through it, and I figured it out. So, for the body, like the torso and the legs, I used one of the Mighty Micros Spider-Mans. It really doesn't matter which one, but I really like how cartoony it looks for Spider-Ham. Then I used the head from the new Spider-Mans, as you can see there. And the reason that I did that is because when you turn this on the side, I actually put some blue sticky tack inside of a 1x1 flat red piece. And then I took a Sharpie and I just drew some little pig nose lines on there and stuck it right to the head. And the reason that I chose this head is I really like the way that that 1x1 piece goes with this specific head. I think it just looks perfectly cartoony and it really just complements the Spider-Ham design really well. So I'm super happy with the way that this figure turned out. And I mean, I guess if I had to pick a favorite, this is probably my favorite just because it challenged me creatively to build it. But in any case, let me know what you think of this figure in the comments below. And in the meantime, let's hop on to the next figure. Okay, so next up we've got Penny Parker, aka the pilot of the Spider Robot. So in any case, this was a tricky figure to build, but Mini Superheroes Today always finds a way, and here we are. So, the hair I pulled from Edna Mode from the Incredibles giveaway poly bag that was at GameStop, but this hair's come in several places, like on Spalco from the Indiana Jones sets and some city sets and things like that, but that's just where I pulled mine from. The face is from Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy, because in a weird way, it almost has that cartoon anime look, and I really like that look for Penny Parker. Moving down, the torso is from the collectible minifigure series Graduate figure, and then the arms are from the soccer players from the European collectible minifigure series from a few years back. And I really like the way that that looks for her schoolgirl outfit. I think it just works perfect. And honestly, if there are any just straight anime fans out there and you just have like a favorite anime that has the schoolgirl outfit, you can basically just change the head and hair and use this for whoever you want. But in any case, I don't even watch anime, so I don't even want to get on an anime kick because I would have no idea what I'm talking about. So to round out this figure, the only other thing you'll need are the legs from Scarlet Witch to give her her schoolgirl outfit. So you've got the skirt and then the sweater with the tie underneath and the short sleeves. All in all, I think that this is a pretty flawless custom. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments below. And while we do that, let's move on to the next figure. So next up, we've got Nick Cage himself, aka Spider-Man Noir. Now, this figure is awesome. This is one of my favorite customs that I've ever made, and I hope that you guys agree. To build this custom, I used the legs from General Hux from Star Wars The Force Awakens because you've got that nice drape that accents perfectly with this trench coat from the Cantina band players. I love the way that that coat comes over the torso and really almost connects perfectly with the drape on the bottom. It just really looks like a great trench coat. Then, moving him on the side here, I gave him one of the revolvers from the Lone Ranger sets because I thought that that was a really good look for Spider-Man Noir. The arms I used from the Chase figure, and you know, I'm not really 100% sure what this guy's name was. He was some kind of pirate-looking, you know, colonial guy or something, but I really like those arms there with the dots, and it just adds to the coat look. Then, speaking of the coat look, I used a black cape from Darth Vader, a skinny cape that is, just to give the trench coat a little bit more bulk than just being on the torso. For the head, I used Magneto from the Mighty Micro sets because I really like having the black head with those white eyes. Now, to be fair, if you don't have that set, I do have an alternative. I personally prefer the Magneto head, but if you don't have the Magneto head, the Scavenger from the Star Wars The Force Awakens sets that came with the Rey speeder, I think that this head would actually work pretty well as well. So if you don't have the Magneto head, I actually recommend using the Scavenger head from Star Wars The Force Awakens. The only other thing you'll need is a black fedora. Now, there's some black cowboy hats out there, and I know that the black fedora, as far as my knowledge goes, is kind of rare. I pulled mine from some of the gangsters from the Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom sets, but, you know, like I said, they're pretty rare, so if you guys know anywhere else to get a black fedora, let me know. One thing that you could do, if you don't have a black fedora, but you do have a brown one from Indiana Jones, you could theoretically take a Sharpie or some paint and paint over it. So that's just one suggestion if you don't have a naturally black fedora. But in any case, let me know in the comments below, and we're going to hop on to our last figure for this review. And last but certainly not least, we've got Spider-Gwen, aka Ghost Spider, aka Gwen Stacy. So let's dive in so I can show you how to build this figure. So I just used the torso and the legs from the Ghost Spider / Spider-Gwen figure from the Spider-Man 2018-2019 sets, and I'll be honest guys, it really bothers me that there's not a more accurate leg choice here. I wish that we could get some black legs with the blue printing on the feet to show her blue shoes that she wears, that debuted in her #1 comic when she came out in the comics. But in any case, I think that because we don't have those, it's better just to leave these plain black legs and call it a day. Again, the torso and the arms are exactly the same. The only upgrades I made here are, of course, the hair and the head. And the head is from Tina Goldstein from the Harry Potter / Fantastic Beasts collectible minifigure series. I really like this smug, confident look that she's got, and I think that that's as cool as it gets for Gwen Stacy, specifically from Into the Spider-Verse. And then the hair that I chose is Lloyd from the Lego Ninjago movie. It's interesting because Into the Spider-Verse, she actually has like a really cool haircut with a little side cut. And, of course, there's not going to be a Lego piece that's super accurate to that, so I felt like Lloyd's hairpiece from the Lego Ninjago movie was about as close as we could get. So, I think that this is one of those customs that is, you know, better off simple, and I hope that you guys like it. So, let's wrap this showcase up and tell you my final thoughts on these figures. Alright, so that is my showcase on my custom Into the Spider-Verse Purist Lego minifigures. I really hope that you guys like this showcase. It was a lot of fun to put together, and like I said at the beginning of the video, this is really creatively challenging, and I really enjoyed putting this together. So, drop a comment below letting me know which of these figures are your personal favorite, and let me know if you plan to build any of these to add to your collection. Personally, I love them all, so I don't even know if I could pick a favorite, but I'm really happy with the way they turned out. So like I said, drop a comment below letting me know if you guys plan to build any of these and what you think, and be sure to hit that subscribe button because I'm doing a Marvel Cinematic Universe countdown series where week by week I'm going through all of the MCU movies leading up to Avengers Endgame and doing showcases just like this one on every movie in chronological order of release. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a comment below, and I'll look forward to reading all of your comments. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next video. So until next time, build on. If you liked what you saw and you liked what you heard, feel free to click that subscribe button for more LEGO content coming in the near future. So, thanks for tuning in to today's video, and until next time, build on.